Khamzat's performance was nothing short of just stellar, man. The guy was amazing. Just made DDP look like an amateur fighter. You know, for him to be able to take down DDP within the first minute and crucify him was insane. And for him to just keep repeating that round after round was a little bit unbelievable. You know, I expected Khamzat to win the fight, but I didn't expect it to be such a landslide of a fight. I know the DDP's a great champion, but again, Khamzat just made him look like an amateur.
Okay. Two things I got for you.
Yeah.
We just watched Khamzat Chimaev put on the most dominant performance of all time.
Yeah.
Everybody's talking about the fact that he has amazing kicking. He's a kickboxer.
He's got good kicks.
He could strike.
Yeah.
But he could shoot from.
Yes.
How much space?
That's the most impressive thing to me is how far he shoots from.
How?
He's just got a great penetration step, right? He doesn't so a lot of times guys when they shoot, they'll step back to change their levels to shoot. He's just coming forward, and I just think his strength, right? It's even hard for me to lift my arm, but he's shooting shots. Typically I wouldn't want to shoot like this and have my head down, but he's able to chain wrestle and get his hips underneath and come back to the shot. Even if you were to sprawl on me, like he shoots and you kind of like sprawl your legs back, he's able to keep his head outside. He doesn't get trapped underneath. Head outside and chain wrestles to get the back, takes him down, gets on top, and he's shooting from like this far away.
Yes, but how, if everybody knows he's doing that, how are they not protecting that space or the gap?
He's fast. He's like super fast at closing the ground. Because I mean, you obviously know what he's gonna do. You see in all his fights, he comes out in the first like 30 seconds and he shoots on you. He shoots out here without even throwing any punches and he takes a shot. But I just think he's that fucking fast and that strong to be able to do it. Because it doesn't make sense. I mean, DDP, he's a great champion, but Khamzat's that much better to be able to shoot from this far away and still get the takedown. Khamzat's performance was nothing short of just stellar, man. The guy was amazing. Just made DDP look like an amateur fighter. You know, for him to be able to take down DDP within the first minute and crucify him was insane. And for him to just keep repeating that round after round was a little bit unbelievable. You know, I expected Khamzat to win the fight, but I didn't expect it to be such a landslide of a fight. I know the DDP's a great champion, but again, Khamzat just made him look like an amateur.
Now, we didn't see too much success, maybe once, if that, with DDP able to throw a knee or some sort of leg to counter that, like instantaneously shooting from way back out here.
Yeah.
So what do you think a fighter would have to do, if anything, to protect themselves from this type of thing?
So what DDP did was he's too much head on. He's shooting punches up here, which leaves me way too open underneath, right? Yeah. So if I'm shooting, he's standing tall and he's throwing punches here. As soon as I throw punches, you change levels and shoot, right? Here, that's gonna get me taken down to where if I'm fighting him, I'm more in a little like wider stance because I'm not afraid of him kicking my leg a bunch, right? I know what he's gonna do. He's gonna try to take me down.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna widen my base a little bit and I'm gonna move my feet a lot more. I'm gonna be off to the angles, right? I'm over here, I'm switching my stances. And that's where I think like a guy like MVP could at least move his feet well enough. You see how big the cage is, it's the life-size cage. Like he's able to move his feet here and not stand in front of him, but eventually he will get put against the cage and taken down. But he's got to be that mixture of like a wide stance. I'm moving my angles, I'm moving here, right? And I'm not standing in front of you because I'm standing in front of you and you're Chimaev, I'm getting taken down.
Now, how does Chimaev, when he does get him down, for example, I'm DDP,
yeah.
Khamzat has the double leg,
yeah.
He's here against the bench. How does he instantly, my back.
What was your It was amazing to be a fly on the wall for Khamzat's training camp. You know, he brought in so many guys and the intensity of the camp was there. You could just feel it, right? So trained really hard. You got Santos Studios Performance Center right next door where he'd go and do his striking, his jiu-jitsu. He'd come here, do sparring in the cage. He had strength conditioning with Sam Calavita. Just a amazing training camp to become world champion. And he proved it was the right recipe for success. What was the question?
What planet am I on? No, so like when he has him, that was actually a great interpretation.
Okay.
And if that's really what it feels like, then I feel bad for all these fighters. When he has him here, how does he get DDP's back, but DDP's not fighting here?
Yeah, I mean, he's getting his back by just like pulling him off the cage and getting around and seatbelting here.
Okay.
And DD's problem, like here he was decently fighting the hands and pulling them up.
Yeah.
What he needs to do is roll the hand over the top, like this top hand here. Put your thumb down in here and roll this hand over the top.
Here.
Yes. Put your thumb in there and push over the top. Right. Yes. Now once your arm is straight.
Yeah.
I can't lock my hands again.
Yeah.
Right. But if your arm's bent, Now I can like bring it, right? But as soon as you bring it down, keep it straight.
Okay.
Once it's locked out, I can't get it.
Understood.
Now I got to like drop down and stuff. So that was the problem. He wasn't fighting hands.
So fighting hands, the first thing I want to do, I want to take my thumbs and try to separate these.
Yes.
And then once I do that, try to apply one here.
Yeah, it's got to be in your, what we call it, put it in your back pocket, right?
Okay.
Because I put it here, it's straight, I can't get my hand back inside.
Got it.
Now I'm desperate with this hand. I got to like come back to a leg, come here, make me jump in front. Now it's going to come back to his body.
And that's when DDP could have escaped.
Yeah, so if he was fighting my hands, right? He's starting to fight my hands, I'm gonna move him around. I'm gonna shoot on a shot, back to my shot again.
Okay.
He's always chaining to the next move.
And them knowing that, so then he comes down and now he's on all fours, as Uncle Chael calls it. Yeah. So now, why is he allowing you, Khamzat Chimaev, to apply so much pressure on me, DDP's back?
So what Chimaev's doing is he's keeping a lot of weight forward. You see how it keeps weight on your hands?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
It's hard for you to take your hands off the mat.
Yeah.
Because I'm putting all my weight forward.
Oh, wow.
See how I have to carry my weight?
Yeah.
But if I'm back here, now pick your hands up off the mat and fight my hands.
Yeah.
Now he's able to do it. But if I'm here, he keep his hands on the mat, right?
Dude, that's crazy.
And then he's just like kneeing him here. But he's keeping all his weight forward so you can't sit back. But as soon as I do this, you sit back. And just like keep always like moving a little bit.
What's the key? That's an amazing technique.
So, but what he could have done though, it's the thing, there's so much to that, right? So say you got a body lock on me.
Yep.
Right, so lock your hands.
Yep.
Now you're gonna put your shoulder in the back of my neck almost and put your weight forward, right?
Okay.
So look, my hands are on the mat.
Yep.
You're putting your weight forward into me. Yep. What he can't just sit here to do that. What I gotta do is I gotta get my foot out in front of me, right? Or my butt or something. So what you can do is get your foot out, you can tripod, right? Okay. So if I tripod, now look, my weight comes back. See my butt? Now I can fight hands.
Crazy.
Right? Or I can like sit to my butt and try to fight hands and get in here. And if he ever goes to take the back, then I'm rolling around, right? But creating some sort of scramble rather than just staying there is what I would have expected at least.
So Chimaev is like, wrestling is so dominant. Just within 2 or 3 techniques with you, I can imagine what he's doing with his height and weight.
Yeah.